Imagine an army so powerful that the world believed the Ottoman Empire would be wiped off the map in a single day. This was 1396, the dawn of the last crusade. A gleaming force of over 15,000 elite knights, the absolute pinnacle of European chivalry, was marching south. They wore the finest plate armor money could buy, carried the sharpest steel, and possessed an arrogance that would ultimately become their literal undoing. These men didn't just walk into a battle, they walked into one of the most brilliant psychological traps ever set. At the head of this force was King Sigismund of Hungary, a man who actually understood the enemy. He begged the French and Burgundian knights to be cautious, to let the local light infantry take the first blow. But to a medieval knight, caution felt like cowardice. John the Fearless and his French nobles were blinded by a hunger for glory. They pushed Sigismund aside, declaring that they would lead the charge themselves. As they crested the final hill, the fortress of Nicopolis, they saw exactly what they expected, a disorganized line of Ottoman irregulars. With a roar of Montjoie St. Denis, the knights hammered into the Turkish lines, easily cutting through the first wave. They felt invincible, but as they pushed deeper, the true horror of the trap was revealed. Hidden just behind the front lines were thousands of sharpened wooden stakes, slanted toward the charging horses. In an instant, the air was filled with the screams of dying animals. The knights were forced to dismount, their heavy armor once their greatest protection now a death sentence in the thick Bulgarian mud. As they struggled to stand, the real power of Sultan Bayezid, known as the Thunderbolt, appeared from the hills. Thousands of elite CPV cavalry and disciplined janissaries slammed into the exhausted, grounded knights. It wasn't a battle, it was a systematic slaughter. In just a few hours, the strongest army in the world was reduced to a desperate group of prisoners. The next morning, the Sultan ordered a mass execution that sent shockwaves through the Western world. The era of the Crusades was over, and the Ottoman grip on the Balkans was locked for the next 500 years. This is the story of how pride destroyed an empire. Thanks for watching and subscribe to Squintlab.